Okay, talk about timing. A big part of your business is obviously solar. And what we've seen over the last year is the price of solar panels actually dropping sharply. I saw one note out from analysts saying solar panels have become so cheap, they're being used to make garden fences in places like Germany and the Netherlands. Do you expect those prices to stay that low?
We expect that solar panel prices will remain low at least in the next 1 to 2 years, and this bodes well for greenfield developer like us. In fact, the low price in the solar panel kind of offset the higher borrowing costs.
And Oliver, this is a Sherry in Hong Kong. What did you feel? What did you gauge out of investors' reception? Because the final offer price, it did have to come down a little bit, lower than your initial offer price. And what were some of the concerns, perhaps, and questions that they asked the management?
Yeah, I think if you look at our company, most of our story has been in our large pipeline projects. We have a sizable operating plants totaling to gross installed capacity of 285 megawatt. However, if that fail in comparison to our pipeline projects of almost 10 gigawatt. Therefore, obviously, investors would look at more of will factor in execution risk and completion risk. Therefore, hence, we end up with a discount to the up-to price.
What about the U.S.'s solar tariffs on ASEAN countries? Obviously, U.S. wanting to protect its green technology industry. Is that somewhat of an opportunity or threat to your business? Because the belief is that it is actually aimed at some of the Chinese companies operating in the region.
Yeah, while today we primarily source our solar panel from China, we have planned to diversify our supply chain to include buying from other countries as well.
Oliver, your business relies very much on the elements, the sun, the wind, the land, but of course we do know that the Philippines is prone to bad weather sometimes. So how are you looking at natural disaster mitigation to make sure that those assets and the ones in the pipeline are continuing to pump out what they need to?
Yeah, you are correct. That's why it's very important for us from the onset in terms of site location, site selection. We have a rigid technical and engineering studies in terms of where to locate our site. Notwithstanding, all our plants are covered with property and business interruption insurance. So basically, the property insurance will cover for 100% of the replacement value in the case of a total damage, while the business interruption insurance will cover us up to 6 months worth of revenue losses.